Hey guys, I'm Victoria and welcome back to Femhead. Today I want to share my journaling routine, my everyday journaling routine, because it's something that I've been really getting into over the past couple months and even more so recently. And it's kind of been something that has been this constant thing since probably about the age of, how old was I? 19? So a couple weeks ago I was at my parents' house and my mom asked me to go through my closet. And they don't have internet there, so I thought, what else do I have to do? So I decided to go through the closet and I took a lot of stuff to donation, and it felt good to kind of like get rid of, not my past, but a lot of stuff from my past. But one thing I found that I will never ever get rid of is my very first ever journal. It is a Barbie journal and it is filled with pure gold. Now, like most people at this age, I only filled up the first 20 pages, but the first entry was from my birthday on May 24th, and it must have been in 1999. So I was 8, I believe. So I got this journal when I was 8. Journaling and writing kind of stopped for a number of years until I went to Thailand when I was a sophomore in college, and I was 19 at the time. And I took along, was my guest book for whatever reason for my high school graduation party, and I got it because it kind of looked like a magazine cover, and I thought I wanted to write for a magazine at that point. But I took it with me, and every now and then I'll read through this, but I haven't read through it in a while, but I'll go back and read through this and I can just see how much I've evolved as a person, how much I've matured since being 19. But yeah, and it's nice to look back on things I did while I was traveling around Thailand in Southeast Asia, just for memory's sake. I started journaling off and on from there. I filled up, and I am filling up a number of journals. Besides having things to look back on, journaling is like therapy to me, I suppose. And I have discovered so much about the world and about myself through journaling. And anytime I have an issue, I've kind of been dealing with some blues and some self-doubt and anxiety lately. And I've been working through that via journaling, and it is so beneficial. I'm just reminded time and time again, especially when bad things do crop up in my life and I'm not having the greatest time and everything's not sunshine and rainbows, I always return to my journal, and there's just so much goodness to come to that. So when I say I journal every single morning, I mean every single morning, first thing in the morning. So I wake up, my alarm beeps, I take my temperature. Sometimes recently I've kind of been laying around in bed a little bit longer just because I've been so tired recently. Maybe do my skincare and kind of my bathroom stuff, and I usually, just about always, 99% of the time, I will make some sort of cup of coffee or tea or hot lemon water or something of that sort, and then I'll go and I'll sit down, and my space kind of changes. I used to do it from bed for a while, and then I do it from the back bedroom, and recently I made myself a desk over here, and I've been doing it from there recently, the past couple mornings. But the very first journal I start with is my morning pages journal. I've written about this and I've talked about this before, and I'll try to link those videos and those blog posts down below if you want to learn more about morning pages. But I have a stack of old notebooks from my homeschool days. When I was helping my mom go through her house, she had a ton of these college ruled notebooks, and I was I'm taking those because I use them for morning pages. And it's kind of funny because this one, I don't know if you can see, it says Clayton's hate list, and Clayton's my younger brother, and then someone wrote not anymore, and they crossed it out, so I don't know what it became. And then on the back it has my name, and then that's crossed out, and then it has my youngest brother's name, it's Christopher. I just think it's really cool to have these little bits of history and then fill them up with mine. So I sit down, I pull this out, and I uncap my pen, I take a sip from my coffee, I write the date and the time. I usually always do that when I journal. Something about looking back and be okay, well, what time of day was I thinking this? And just to kind of have that. And then I sit and I fill out 3 pages of kind of streaming conscious thoughts of everything that's going on in here, and there's usually a lot, and that all gets put onto here. That usually takes me 30 to 45 minutes, which seems like a really long time, but it's not too bad. From there, I will grab this yellow journal, and I can't talk about this one because it is something that I'm gonna give someone else. So this is another journal, and I write a page in here, and then from there I will grab my personal journal, I suppose. And this one isn't always kept to the morning. Sometimes I will skip this in the morning and then I'll do it like at night. So I don't write in this every single morning, but I have been trying to write in it every single day. And then from there, I go into my bullet journal and I will open up to my Sparkly Bits page, and that's kind of my gratitude journal, and I'll write down my favorite moment or a series of favorite moments from the day before. And I love having these little snippets to look back on. I started it in November, and yeah, so from November up until now, I have like my favorite moment of each day. And I would say when this is all said and done, it usually takes me about an hour. The morning pages takes the most time, but if I had to choose my favorite part or the most crucial part, it would be morning pages. So that's something, and some days I get it done in 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Journaling is this beautiful thing. I used to hate writing. I hated it so much, and now it's become such a big part of my life. I think about how much I write day to day, not only in journals, okay? So I start my day by writing journals. I write a weekly email for Femma. I write 2 blog posts a week, make 3 videos a week, which starts with me basically writing a story to then tell you guys. I don't know, writing is just such an incredible thing. So now I want to know your favorite forms of journaling. Do you have just the plain old journal that you write in every day? Would you scrapbook? Do you doodle? How often do you do it? What sort of things do you feel like you gain from it? I'm always really curious what people get from journaling and how they do it and how they fit it into their routine, make it a habit. So share that all down below. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!